Okay, we lost 2 cars here somehow. Alright, just keep the truck in gear for the moment.
Hostile group incoming. Operator, they're coming, and in large numbers. We better get ready quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Your time.
Bring it on.
Reporting. Another one
Oh
incoming.
god, this tank with no gas.
They're trying to get inside. The door won't hold much longer. The infected are pillaging a building. They're breaking into our building.
There's an alpha up here.
Operator, receiving.
I told you, dude. Okay, here we go again. I told him go up here through that busted hole in the wall and then go that way. He's like, nah, I'm good. Okay, at least it got here safely.
Let's do it.
The infected are pillaging a building. They're breaking through!
Receiving. Take him down! Kill them! We're under attack!
They're trying to get inside.
Dude, it's crazy. The enemy zombies that have guns are like stronger than cars.
Infection cleared. Enemy group approaching!
Like my squad here that are in a car are losing.
The door won't hold much longer. They're breaking into our building. The door won't hold much longer. Our building's under attack. We've just lost a building.
Horde eliminated.
They're breaking into our building.
Raiders are coming. Get ready.
Okay, it's almost morning. Let's send them out for fuel
We
again.
need backup!
Muck, are you gonna do one of your 10-hour gameplay reviews? You know what, I might.
Attack! Ready for action.
Alright, at this point, I need
Reporting.
fuel. We got ammo for the big gun. We need fuel, unless this guy wanders close again.
Show me what you've got.
Ready for action.
So, I can't catch him right now. The only piece of equipment I've got that could punch through his armor is my guard towers, if he gets close, or
Ready for
the
action.
APC. And it needs fuel. We need gas.
Waiting
I just told the
orders.
trader to bring me what he's got.
Ready for action. Roger.
The building has been repaired.
There are some people here.
The building is good as new.
most of our people? We have 211 people. I wish I could see a breakdown of what they're all doing. Okay, there's the trader.
Repairing completed. Repairing completed.
Okay, so we just got the little bit of gas
Hostile
he
group
had.
incoming.
Alright,
Waiting
let's
orders,
bring
let's do
our 50 cal over here just to shoot this guy when he gets
Our
close enough.
citizens are under attack.
Oh, there goes one of our
Take
people.
him down. Taking casualties. We're done.
God, this is like sending a couple of Terrans versus a Protoss Zealot.
Receiving.
That was a veteran squad. They're dead now.
Waiting orders.
Building adapted.
Roger.
We need more resources.
He's still down there. See, this is what blows my mind. Like, I've got so much of everything except gas. And that might be the death of me. And builders. I don't... Did the antenna require people? No, it doesn't. Like, at the beginning of this day, I told them repair all the walls, and you can see all the blue
Workers,
sections of
repair the
wall are
building.
still busted. And they didn't even get that done.
Receiving. Operator.
The building is good as new.
Swarm is upon us. Take them down.
I got one squad off map trying to find fuel, but so far they just found
Ready
canned
for
food.
action. Another one incoming. Dog pack spotted.
They're trying to get inside.
Our building is under attack.
Another one incoming.
They're trying to get inside.
We can't hold much longer. Our building is under attack.
Infected incoming.
Raiders are trying to break in.
So this tower is not even done being constructed, but they'd rather go over here and break that.
Hostiles inbound.
They're breaking into our building. The infected are pillaging a building.
Oh, I just realized something. These guys were out of ammo because they've been in here shooting out the window for so long.
They're gone.
Alright, I moved them into the warehouse. They should have access to infinite ammo now. Well, infinite as far as they're concerned.
Operator. Waiting orders. We'll get them. Port spotted. We need backup.
They're trying to get inside.
It is insane how tough these guys are. It takes like 3 shots with a 50 caliber to kill one of them. I need people to help with repairs. Let's cut the number of researchers in half. How many more weapons do I have? Not a lot.
Ready for
And they've
action.
still not found any fuel.
Waiting orders. Receiving. Going there. Operator. Waiting orders. Waiting orders.
Building fixed.
Fuck, I need to do this manually.
Operator.
Man. It's like all my hopes right now is basically, can I find some fuel to then repair this APC, to then go snipe the boss to win the game before I get killed?
Waiting orders.
Do I have any cars? Wait, is that the enemy APC? Oh, it is. Huh.
Receiving.
It doesn't have the 50 caliber gun on it,
Reporting.
but
Operator. Roger.
I didn't even see when that one showed up.
The building has been repaired.
Enemy group approaching.
Can you salvage your cars?
The building has been repaired.
No. You can only try to repair them.
Our workers might die.
We're under attack. We need backup.
See if I can pull them toward the tower. Okay, seems like a waste.
Repairing completed.
Receiving. Reporting.
Building under attack.
Alright, let's make a separate save file. Yeah, so if I play this again in the future, I think I need to get weapon production, or like, I got through most of the game just using weapons I found, and that was fine.
Waiting orders.
But
We're on
right
the move.
now, that's not enough.
Operator.
And I need more towers scattered around. Like, we have got a nice stockpile of resources, I'm just not able to use it.
We'll get them. Going there.
Let's get however many people. I'm trying to just do a patch job on this while I can right now.
Ready for action.
Alright, so this is the APC that does not have the 50 caliber gun on it. I don't know if it's going to be able to even scratch it, but also it's nighttime now, so there's going to be a bunch of zombies out.
Waiting orders.
They're trying to get inside.
Our building is under attack.
And again, anytime your units get attacked by anything, they stop doing what you're saying to fight the thing that's in their face.
Hostiles inbound.
Which right now is dogs.
They're
There's
breaking
dogs
into our
chewing on
building.
my tank.
The infected are pillaging a building.
Alright, 1922. Wait, I'm sorry, where's my APC? Oh, that's right. I told him to patch it up. That's on me. Alright,
Waiting orders.
get back in it. Okay. You're just a glorified turret right now. Dude, I swear, it doesn't matter how many days go by, they cannot fix this fucking power.
Operator. Port.
And dogs distracted him again.
Hostile group incoming.
Door won't hold much longer.
It is damaging it.
The infected are pillaging a building. That building is down.
Oh.
Receiving. Reporting.
I just realized this guy is still in...
Receiving.
There we go.
The door won't hold much longer.
Our building is under attack.
The door won't hold much longer. They're trying to get inside. The door won't hold much longer.
Shut up, lady. Oh my god, 400. Please don't run out of ammo, guys.
Take him down! Attack for the zone! Take him down! Kill them for the zone! Take him down! Attack for the zone! Kill them!
What are they doing? Why are they all screaming that stuff? Okay, they found a... Okay. The expedition team found a little bit of fuel.
Attack! We'll get them. Requesting support!
Steam achievement. The king is dead. Kill the leader of the purifiers.
This is not over. We will purge you. We are the Legion. Wherever you go, we will follow.
We shouldn't fight. We'll be ready.
We'll be ready for you. Today, tomorrow, always. The zone will stand.
Take him down!
Wait, so the guy was like radioing us while my own squad was like kicking at his door?
Operator, this guy here looks like he was the leader. Those purifiers are mostly dead or dispersed, and I think maybe the sun is yet to shine on us again.
It seems that the swarms stopped coming. There's no sign of the purifiers around our zone either. Is that it? Is it really over? What do we do now? Infection-free zone.
Let's
There are
make
some
the
infected
world
around
one big infection-free zone.
Reporting. Ready for action.
The game's still going.
Waiting orders.
Is that it?
Ready for action.
Did we win?
Horde, spotted!
Horde spotted. You just said they were done attacking us like a minute ago. Gonna throw in the towel been nodding off. Good night, Charmo. Alright, hold on a sec. Is that it? The king is dead. 1.5% of players have this achievement. What are the other achievements? Find a prepper fallout shelter. Save the raiders. Oh, I wanted to, but I didn't get there in time. Every type of weapon owned. Survive 24 days without walls. Muck you. I mean, I guess if you bunkered in buildings really well, you could do it. Kill infected with melee. Kill infected by running them over. I'm surprised I've only gotten 11 kills, like all the times my cars have been driving through infected areas. Every type of vehicle operated. No farming for 50 days. Scavenge or eat people. Deny 10 immigrants. No tree cutting for 24 days. Survive 24 days on very hard difficulty. Survive 12 full in-game days and make it to sunrise on day 13 on 5 different recommended maps. Every type of building constructed. Send a convoy. Survive 12 days with all pro-people laws in place at once. Survive 12 days with only one survivor. I am legend. Will Smith. Survive 12 days with all anti-people laws in place at once. Okay, I guess that's it. Oh my god.
There's a vehicle in sight.
That's crazy. Hang on, photo. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me gather my thoughts here, chat. So someone said, are you going to do like a little review on this? Let's do it. Let's do it. So let's do like a 10-hour, early access review for Infection-Free Zone. So
We need more resources.
it is paused. Wait, I thought it was paused. Now it's paused. I was like, are you seriously talking to me right now? Okay. So Infection-Free Zone. Let's see. It's a colony sim. Uses Google Maps type thing. Real world cities and locations. What were the things that frustrated me? Can't micro units well, cause if they get hit, they will drop previous orders to fight back. No priority system for workers. You have to keep an eye on them because they will often not do what you wish. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, can't micro units at all that are outside the map. Expeditions. Okay. Can't easily see how many workers are doing a task. Example with greenhouses. Okay. Yeah, it's 1 out of 2 again. I keep setting these all to max, and they keep going down in number. Would like to see 2 out of 2 or 10 out of 10 or whatever over each building. The trade merchant. The wandering merchant. His UI was terrible. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I never could figure out how to swap the weapons on individuals. Only... Oh, this thing finished building. So it can make nicer weapons now, but... only... could see that they would use the best weapon... Let's see, not use. Grab best weapon possible when they would go into like warehouses and stuff. Was there anything else? I think those are the big things. Okay, let's jump into it. Hey gamers, Mukluk here. This is a 10-hour review for Infection Free Zone. This game is on Steam. It is currently in early access. It is important to note that it is in early access because they might fix some of the things I'm going to go over sometime in the future. I hope they do. I hope they do. So this is a colony sim game, similar to playing games like Oxygen Not Included or Stranded Alien Dawn, things like that. Those are games I much enjoy, so I was very interested in trying this out. This game, some of its claim to fame, it uses something similar to Google Maps. It has a real-world map view. I chose to play my game in Atlanta. That is near where I live. Atlanta's capital of Georgia, the state, not the country, if you are from outside the United States. So if I zoom out here, I could see the real-world roads and buildings and things like that. So I started off in Atlanta, near a park where I could get some lumber. And we salvaged some buildings. Like you can see some, the silhouette that's like really like faded is almost completely stripped down, and then it will just be gone. But I salvaged some buildings, used their materials, made some walls to keep the zombies out, stuff like that. And basically you are just managing the people. During the day, you are trying to gather resources. During the night, most of your people go into the buildings, except the ones that you've got, you know, for fighting. And the zombies, the Ooga Boogas, will come attack, and the story will progress. There are zombie-type entities. They don't call them zombies. They're a different thing. And there is also bandit-type people, like, you know, marauders. That'll try to take your stuff, and other factions that you can try to befriend, or they will come try to take your stuff if you make enemies of them. But if they come take your stuff and you manage to take them out, you can take their equipment, like this lovely APC I have here, my best vehicle at the moment. So, during the day, you run around, you scavenge in buildings. Like, for example, if I go over here, you see these question marks. These I have not scavenged. So I could take a group of people, and I could say, go through these, and they will get all the materials they can out of those and bring them home. And you know, those are your squad members. Now, you've got a pool of people to use, which in the bottom left, it's behind my camera, so I'm going to turn my camera off here. Right here, it says you've got right now I've got 208 people. So I can assign them to do anything. I can have them grab a knife and a gun and head on out. I can also have them be a cook, work in the lab, work on building, work on repairing, things like that. So you can give them any tasks you want. Again, similar to other colony sim games. However, overall, this was a really fun game. But I want to talk about the problems I hit, and hopefully they'll get these fixed in the future. So, you can't micro your units well. So, you can play the game on 3 speeds.
Ready for
So, I will, I can right-click and I can move the sky around. Easy peasy, right? However, if anything hits him, if I'm like, hey, attack that crucial enemy that's running, and he's going for it, and then something else, like, hits him in the side, he will stop chasing and turn to kill the thing that's on him. It's infuriating when a high-value enemy target is running away from you, and you can't get your guy to stick to it and try to finish it off. So that's one issue. Another thing with micro units, there is a thing in the game called expeditions. So basically, when you choose where in the real world you're going to play your game, anything outside of that is an expedition. You can't actually zoom in, hang on a second, and see the game view past that point. But you can send people to these regions, and they're scavenging. And basically, they might get attacked, and they might just be unimpeded and can get a bunch of loot and bring it back. Because eventually, if your game goes long enough, you will search and strip this whole area bare of resources. Now, you could do things like plant trees and then chop the trees, so you can get an infinite supply of lumber. But there's other resources you can't. If there's a way to get an infinite supply of fuel for my vehicles, I didn't figure it out. So it's either not in the game, or it's not an option, or it's something I just didn't see. So you'll send people off map, but you cannot micro them at all. Because again, like over here, I can zoom in on the game view, but over here, I can't zoom in on this. If they get attacked, my only option is just to watch them stay and fight, or hit the come home button, and they all pile in the car and try to come home. If they die out there, that vehicle is full of all that loot, I cannot get it. I can send another vehicle out there, but I can't, it's literally not an option to loot the previous destroyed vehicle with all the loot that was in it. You could see it on the map, and it'll be there, and it'll be taunting you, but you can't get it. So, that's frustrating. Obviously, I see that they were trying to make it to where, there is an edge to the playable area, so the game didn't go on forever and have, an entire worldview. However, not being able to micro these people was infinitely frustrating when it's 4 of them with guns lose against, 6 zombies or something because they did something stupid, and you're like, oh my god, I could have outplayed that so easily, but it doesn't let me control them out there. So that led to some frustration. I could probably get used to it over time, but it's worth mentioning. No priority system for workers. So there is a thing you can build. One, you can tell people, hey, I want you to repair this. This tower got destroyed on the last attack, I want you to fix it back up. And 2 workers are assigned from your pool of available people, and they're going to bring over these materials and start fixing it. However, there's another thing here called the repairman shop, and they will just repair anything that's damaged. This was a godsend when I first got it, but it became less useful later on because I started putting down barbed wire. And barbed wire, anytime it hurts an enemy, it loses a bit of durability. So you can see all these icons here, these are all waiting on repair. And the repairman shop, you can say, you can do a little bit of repair this over that. I could say repair the towers for the defenses, stuff like that. However, before you get the repairman, you have to do it completely manually. Click this wall, hit repair. Click this wall, hit repair. Click this house, hit repair. Click this house, hit repair. Stuff like that. There is a repair all things of this exact type. So if
The building has been repaired.
No, it hasn't. That's a lie. So if I click here, it will queue that. But another weird thing, if I queue them for manual repair, the repairman shop doesn't help anymore, it seems like. So it seems that the repairman shop will only repair things that you haven't put out a manual order to repair. So if you make the mistake of putting out a manual order to repair and you didn't have any available people to work on that, the people in the repairman shop will just pick their noses because there's nothing for them to do. And it's that could be cleaned up a little bit. Okay. Talked about that. Oh, can't easily see how many workers are on a task. So let's just glance at my base right here. This building. That's just for people living. This one, 14 people are working in here out of a possible 42. Here, 10 out of a possible 31. Here, 2 out of 2. Here, 1 out of 2. Here, 1 out of 2. Okay, many times, this is my food supply. These are greenhouses. Many times during this game, I clicked on these, and this is max people. Keep max people in there. And then at some point, one of them died, or maybe they died of old... I don't know if they die of old age in this game, but one of them died, and then someone came in to replace them, and then that person automatically was assigned to a different task, and it won't stay consistent. Like, I want these to always be max. But many times, I look at them, and they're down to 1 out of 2. And it'll have an exclamation point over a building with 0 people in it, but you might have, like, your lab might go from 30 people down to 1 before it notifies you. And it's like, what the hell's going on? And, for example, then there's this thing. I was tearing down this building for resources. You can see it's almost completely gone. I got all the lumber, I got all of the iron, and I didn't really need brick that much. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave one guy there. I'm out of people right now, but you get the idea. I was like, I'm going to leave one guy there just to trickle, slowly get the rest of that over time, because I don't need brick right now. And later, came back and looked at that building again, and there was like 20 people there. And I'm like, why? Why is it auto-assigning people like this? Like, I don't have a problem with the idea that unassigned people will just work on any task, but assigning themselves, locking themselves into that task is very, very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. Another thing, a tutorial told me at one point, so in this vehicle, I'm going to tell these guys to leave the vehicle. I've got 4 people here. And you can see their equipment here. We've got like a shotgun and some sports protectors, a pistol, and a shotgun. Now, if they go into a warehouse or a storage building that has better weapons, they will automatically equip those weapons. But a tutorial comes up the first time you do this and says you can drag the weapons onto them in order to tell them what you want them to use.
We're on the move.
I could not figure out how to do that. Like, here's a list of your weapons up here. You can't drag them down that way. In the building here, I can't drag them out of there. This is the building that makes guns. I can't drag them out of there. So I basically cleared the early access part of the game by just having the people use whatever, was the best thing they could get a hold of. So I couldn't make like one squad with shotguns, one squad with sniper rifles, stuff like that. Someone in chat right now saying go into the building and hit the both arrow. Go into the building. Hang on just a second. Wish you had said this 10 hours ago. Hit the both arrow. Inventory with it. Select another squad, building, or vehicle to exchange inventory with. Ha! That's useful. Well, okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Wish you had 10, 11 hours ago. However, I will say, that tutorial could be freaking better. Oh, maybe I'm just dumb, but I couldn't figure it out. That tutorial could have been better, as I was trying to drag and drop it in from every other location possible and could not figure out how to do it. Okay, so that's the thing. Another thing that would be nice is you see all these car icons. There's a lot of vehicles here from previous firefights and stuff like that. They're full on gas. I'm completely out of gas. There's no option to siphon fuel. I would like to see that. Because my strongest vehicle, this APC, I'm almost out of fuel, and I got none left at this moment in time. However, I was able to win, so if it is just in that one restart I was running it tight, but I was like, I really wish I could siphon fuel from the other vehicles. So either it exists and I couldn't figure it out, or it doesn't exist and I would like to see it. I think that's everything. But yeah, overall, this was a pretty cool game. It had a decent story, zombie apocalypse, but there was a couple of twists in it. It was pretty cool. Playing like in the real world, being able to like defend your neighborhood and, salvage buildings and like build new structures. Another thing you can do is like, if you've got like a really big building and you're like, oh, I want to assign half of it, you can basically tell your engineers like, hey, look, I want you to split this right in half. And you can have them basically cut a building in half. And I did that here because like changing this whole building to be a barracks was going to take forever. So I essentially marked it in half and I was like, all right, just make this side a barracks. And it took still a long time because it's like a 40-floor building, but it took less time. So there's a lot of cool features of this game. I really like it. And if you like Stranded Alien Dawn, Oxygen Not Included, stuff like that, I think you might like it too. But there's definitely a handful of stuff here that I would love to see them cleaned up. 'Cause like I said, you cannot micro people for crap. But there is a few cool things. For example, like literally every building, you can use kind of like a bunker from StarCraft. Like you can have your people. I had so many times like, zombies were getting through this gate here, and the nearest building was just like some guy's house. And I was like, excuse me, sir, and just put a bunch of people in there, and they were shooting out the windows and taking them out as they got inside, or the kitchen. I was using the kitchen for that too. It pretty much any building that was a structure that you didn't set up, like the greenhouses are, were like very, very shabby little buildings, so you can't use those. But anything that was a structure that you just adapted to become something else, and it wasn't something you built on your own, you can use as a barracks, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's a nice game, and once again, that is Infection Free Zone, and that's my thoughts after 13.3 hours in clearing early access.